day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you back to the library of Ruina, where today we are fighting the warm-hearted woodsman. And it should be interesting to see what the warm-hearted woodsman has to say about everything, isn't it? So, Mr. Woodsman, what do you have to say? I clutched my empty chest and grieved. That man said machines are built to serve humans, so a heart is not needed. Which man? I require an object to fill this empty void. Hey, by the way, I remember you being a pretty warm-hearted Hey, by the way, I remember you being a pretty warm-hearted person. Wow. Yeah, I guess it still craves a warm heart to fill that void, right? The fellow's chest is still hollow, I see. Well, warm heart, max roll value of all dice raised by +0. Interesting. At the start of the scene, if the amount of warm hearts is 0, the woodsman culls this character. I do not want to feel this empty and lonely feeling anymore. Alright. If the character has warm heart at the start of the scene, all librarians restore light to max. Oh! Okay. Still not enough. Each scene targets the character with the most light. I want a heart. When attacking, all dice gain power equal to the amount of light the target has. What? Pulsing ticker. Upon defeating another character, recover 20% of max HP and gain 3 stacks of warm heart. If the character has no warm heart at the start of the scene, become staggered. But you don't have a warm heart. If the character clashing against this page becomes staggered, kill them instantly. Something tells me I need to kill the trees. Alright, so if we need to kill the trees, we need a good way of dealing with said trees. So, we're all gonna spend all of our time targeting but a single tree. Because if the character has no warm heart at the start of the scene, becomes staggered. You have no resistances, and you are ineffective stagger against everything, which is expected considering you've got a mechanic to stagger yourself. Alright. Kill the twee, kill the twee, kill the twee must die. Fuck. On clash lose 1 warm heart next scene. Okay. I still deeply see that on hit, gain 1 warm heart next scene. Okay, so that needs to be intercepted. Do I actively have to win those clashes to make you lose your twee? Your warm heart? I'm scared of that attack. Can I actually win that attack? The answer is no, thus I'm not going to try. I can't even win that. We do most definitely need to kill the trees. I think that is obvious. Okay, let's see. After attacking an enemy with higher stagger resist, recover stagger. You know what? I'm going with Torn Off Wisdom because that's invaluable for Magaline's page. Although... okay. Don't know how to react to that. So you don't naturally lose hearts over time, is what I'm seeing. We have to actually fucking win the clash somehow. But the most brilliant question of the day is how the ever-loving fuck do we do that? Because currently, that's 8 to 10. This guy seems like a real... Oh. Hold on. I have an idea. Okay, So, I've tried a thing a little different now. I have had to remake some decks, annoyingly, because I hate doing that, and we have a tactic and idea. Right, so, here's the thing. I do think killing one of the trees is the best tactic. However, what we also know is that because of the simple fact that we have our light restored to max at the beginning of each round, we don't entirely need to worry about costs of cards. Card costs are inconsequential. Now, you're going to eat the tree with the least HP, or... Obviously you are. Okay. Now, you're doing a lot of clashing, which allows you to lose your heart. You have +3 strength, and frankly, so does Madeline right now. So... But then again, she said managed to get Forceful Gesture this turn. So he can just do that and hopefully murder 1 level of heart. What about you? You have Crack of Dawn, which won't help against the current enemies. So, you can instead use Observe, and you can use Will of the Prescript. Alright, she said. You're gonna take some damage here. Because simply put, there's no way for us to defend against that. Good luck! Ha-ha! Right, he lost a level of passive block. Torn Off Wisdom is literally useless right now. So you know what? If I give the stagger thing to She said, what did you get? You have +3 strength, so if you Crack of Dawn that, it should lose a level of its block. Excellent. Next, it's got 1 feeble and +1 heart, so it's got +1 to everything right now. So that 4 to 6 is in fact 5 to 7. 5 to 7 versus this, which is 5 to something or other. So that will actually work out pretty well. That's attacking the broken dice, and there's not much he can do about that. So, instead, you can then attack that tree. Meanwhile, you can attack this tree, hopefully killing it. Anyone got any 0 costs? No. No, they don't. Okay. One staggered tree. One blocked load of crap. Excellent. One less heart. Nice. Now then, you... Anyone got a 3-0 cost or something? No? Well, you can just red notes that tree then. Madeline's role right now is kill the twee. It is quite simply kill the twee. The twee must die. So we need to defend against that attack so it doesn't gain another level of warm heart. However, if we fail, if we don't stop it from attacking, if the character has no warm heart at the start of the scene, becomes staggered. We don't want to make it lose its warm heart yet. Anything, we want to do that. What's this? 4 to 7 and +1 power. Yeah, that works better. Plus it starts getting you some power. Alright, let's do this. You get deflected, you hit the tree, and you hit the tree. You get deflected, you hit that, and you stop it from getting an extra charge of heart. Excellent. Nice. Okay. Now we have the chance to make it lose 2 sets of heart, which will instantly stagger it. If it works. If it works. That will likely do quite a bit of damage to Cheesehead. Cheesehead, what's your stuff? Not too bad, really. I'm trying to make it lose 2 stacks of warm heart, which might make it lose the warm heart entirely. Although I'm not convinced whether I should or not, or whether I should just focus on killing the tree first. So, yeah. I barely won that attack. You are currently now staggered. Meaning I have free reign to attack anything that I wish. What do I wish to attack? I wish to attack the twee. If we murder the twee, it should logically remain staggered. I might be completely wrong, and this will completely screw me over, but it is worth a try. Block the tree, hit the tree, hit the tree. Hurt the tree. Fuck! It had 1 HP left. Okay. No matter. No matter, I guess. I maybe, suppose. Now we just need to... Fuck. Kill its warm heart, which is going to be hard if it keeps getting extra stacks of it. Alright then, rake. I don't know, I'll give that to Isaac, because he's probably going to be the one that needs it right now. Alright then, so, you can forceful gesture that to hopefully make it lose it. You can transpierce that to hopefully make it lose it. Then Netzak needs to somehow fucking pray that he's able to dodge those. And we just lay into the goddamn thing. Yes. Fuck. Really? Okay. Well, now we've lost. So it's time to try again. The tactic is there and it is sound. The issue is that we didn't kill the twee enough. We need to kill the twees more. Frankly, because we know it's going to spend 1 turn doing what it's doing, we should spread our damage out amongst the trees. On the very first turn. Alright. Go. I'm surprised I did crap all. Excellent. Slice. Dodge. Slice. I think that's the tree that's gonna die. It is the tree that's gonna die. Goodbye, tree. Right. If we get a forceful gesture on that guy, we need to stop that. But I'm not sure if I have the capability to. That is my best bet to stop it. So you block that. Then, if Daniel can then crack of dawn it, the other one, with the hopes that it works, we should be able to get some good phases out of this. This is one of those really awkward turns where I can't focus killing the trees. Excellent. -1 stack of the crap. Really? Alright, well. Very well. We put up with it. How do you have 3? No, you lost 1. Fuck off. You lost 1. No, if you wanna bullcrap me, I'll bullcrap you. Game wants to bullcrap me, I'll bullcrap it. Alright? That's just how I work. Let's just go. That's the one issue with Eugene. The fact you can force the enemy can force you to take stagger damage because of the simple fact that it can attack your block without you wanting it to. Okay, kill the tree. Thank you very much. Now then, I have a crack of dawn right there, able to help. However, let's see, that's a 6 to 8. That will be in 4 to 8. Prefer more reliable numbers than that, such as 5 to 10. No, 5 to 10? 6 to 11. There we go. Then that attack, I do get +3 power with this, which makes that 5 to 11, and you're 6 to 12. No, 6 to 9. What am I on about? Which gives it the chance that this will work, but it does stop me from killing a twee. But we do need to stop it from killing the twees. I mean, at least it didn't gain another one. I guess. Excuse me, why does Madeline have the harvest when I clicked it on she said? Eh? Alright. Let's go. Let's see what this does. There you go, tree. Thank you. You took damage on yourself. Fucking seriously. Obviously. Excellent. You just lost one. You just lost a stack of heart. Very nice. The louder the heart echoes, the faster I move. I crammed all I could into this canister. Wait, there's new things? There's new lines? How have I not realized there were new lines? Alright, after this next heart thing, we need to start focusing on the trees. Pretty plain and simple. The huntsman's attacks aren't actually that powerful. If anything, we could, quite frankly, just focus on the huntsman himself now. And see how much damage we need to deal to him. Because, I mean, it's not like we actually need to kill the trees. And I mean, so long as he's not getting more stacks of heart, it should be fine, right? So yeah, let's just fucking murder the woodsman and just take the hits, you know? I mean, it's not like he actually has any resistances. We can just lay into the fucker. The only thing we need to make sure we desperately counter is these do not take my hearts things, where he gains an extra stack of warm heart. Which, frankly, isn't even the hardest thing to do. Have I just been overthinking this fight so badly? I'm beginning to feel like I was. guy just crumble? Alright, you're doing that, are you? Well, good chappy. What's actually got the better dodge? Will of the Prescript does. But then again, why Will of the Prescript when we can repress flesh? Repress flesh. It should do better. Oh, Cheesehead's about to take a lot of damage. Alright. Worse than I was hoping. Cheesehead, are you okay? Don't think you are. Oh, interesting. You won't attack staggered people due to the fact you will only attack the person with the whatchamacallit. Interesting. Well, the woodsman's now dead, so... simple as... look at him. Even the sound of him has stopped. The game knew it before it did. Suppression of the warm-hearted woodsman complete. You ignore the trees, get him down to 1 warm heart, and then just work from there. Wow. So what do we have? A warm heart. At the start of the scene, boost the power of slash dice by the current amount of light. Interesting. After dealing 15 or more damage to enemies in a single scene, reduce the cost of the most expensive card in hand by 1 at the start of the next scene. Very nice, actually. Is that permanent, or does it just apply to only 1? 15 is a tall order, but it's not the tallest order. Recover 1 light and recover 20% max HP upon defeating an enemy. So become a sweeper. Just become a sweeper. And now we get to the lovely music again. This place is filled with the scent of coffee as always. Welcome. Welcome. Today's blend is Indigo Mountain. Want to have a try? Sure. The tastes of coffees aren't all the same. It's determined by a number of factors. Starting with where it's grown, how long it's roasted, when you stop extracting the flavor, and how finely the coffee beans are ground also play an important part. The acidity and sweetness depend on the size of the particle. It's a pretty delicate drink, huh? I just drank whatever they gave me. Wouldn't you say that it resembles the denizens of the city in a way? A person's identity and values can vastly differ based on where they were born and raised, whether it was the back streets or the nests, and what district of the back streets it was, along with how rough their background was as they grew up. In the streets of music, you may grow into a loser if you can't strike a single chord. In the streets of food and flavor, you might end up being an ingredient. It all depends on the rules of the plantation. That makes sense. Wait a sec. So you're saying each person has a different flavor? That's something a District 22 resident would say. You haven't been brewing coffee out of guests, have you? Not much of a romanticist, are you? I'll take that as a joke. I was half joking, alright? Though you never know. Anything could happen. What the Christ is this, she said? The technique of mixing coffee of different origins into a single cup is called blending. Through blending, even a low-quality coffee can be given a nice flavor. Sociology is a lot like blending when you look at it. It's the study of managing a society where all kinds of people are blended together. I guess that works. See, when you blend coffee, you pick out the beans you want and filter away the unwanted ones. Unlike coffee beans, though, people have their own desires too, so they try to enter the blending machine they want. They'd rather go to a more luxurious world, in other words. Even though they're ground into powder all the same. The city and the nest keep whispering to the people, all to get the good beans to come over. They want the supplements to delicately complement the grandest and most unique flavor. This is where you can find the true value of life. They make a parade of the nest dwellers' prosperity and comfort. Right next to the miserable scene of losers who were filtered away. That's how everyone is deceived into selling themselves. Even if it's a facade, it's true that life in the nest is miles better than life in the backstreets. Is it really? The wings are constantly grinding up people, almost akin to coffee beans in a coffee factory, no? Every wing paints its nest as the most comforting place in the world in an attempt to recruit feathers for itself. A different set of rules are enforced in every nest, and the backstreets district according to those policies. Everyone is soaked in the greatest and the sweetest lie. They convince themselves that what they're doing is for the best. Convince themselves? There's nothing to convince. It is for the best. There's literally no better option than to leave the backstreets, join a wing, and spend a stable life in the nest. Then who gets to decide how to blend people? No, is it even necessary in the first place? Do we really need to pick out certain people? Can't we just live as we are, as our own flavors? You're talking like it's so simple. Questions like that won't get you to anything other than more questions. Is that so? It is so. Thanks for the coffee. I'll be going now. Why do I feel like Library of Ruina is all about growing up? Because it seems like the Seraphs certainly have a lot of these idealistic worldviews, which, while are for the better, are at the same time completely unrealistic. And then you've got Roland, who's like completely given up on all of these ideas, and just wishes to see them just keep on with the world as is, I guess. And so the thing is trying to find a leeway, a halfway point between the pair of them. The will to want to change, to keep your dreams, and then the idea that you need to, at some point, just realize what is actually for the best. There's a lot to unfold. A lot to unfold. Well, everyone, it looks like I'm all out of time for today's episode, so it looks like, what can I say other than thank you all for joining me today. I've been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that, until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.